What is going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. The greatest. Crypto Owl, you're the greatest, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming to the live stream today. Always great to have you on here. Just trying to fix this, and now we should be good, I think. Yeah, I think that should be good. That should be good. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Just started the live stream. You guys are early. What's up, Frank? Steven, those 3 candles tell a story nobody wants to believe. Yep. But thank you all of you guys for coming to the live stream. We're gonna examine some of the coins, the market at the moment, how the market's reacting to the rate cuts, right? We saw Toshi. I woke up today, I was like, wow, Toshi's up like 70% when I woke up. Might be lower now. So my Toshi, I've been telling you Toshi, I'm bullish on Toshi for over months now. Probably like a month and a half. So Toshi's up pretty big today. We'll take a look soon here at the crypto market cap update of the day. So pretty good day. I mean, overall, we're about to hit 117K. We might hit that tomorrow. We see Cardano 91 cents. We see Dogecoin moving up to 28 cents, right? Chainlink also moving up to 20. So a lot of coins are moving up pretty good here with the market. And again, this is why you want to buy, right? This is why you want to DCA. The last couple months I've been buying a ton here, even while not really knowing for sure the bottom is in or not, because you don't really know for sure. But the best thing you do is you could buy a little bit here and there every day. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, 25. Yeah, I was kind of sad about that, but hey, I mean, if you could do that again next month, I think it would be good. So that's probably what they're watching right now. Hopefully you can do it again next month and doesn't pause next month, right? So we'll see. But I mean, at least it's a cut. HBAR, yeah, HBAR is still looking pretty good. It's still moving up here, but we see HBAR. I'm very confident that HBAR, this pullback is in right here, right? We basically pulled back exactly to where we topped out here back in May. So this is a healthy pullback for HBAR, and it's been bouncing off. I mean, we're in the beginning phases here of this pivot. So very good coin here. And you can see that we hit that target right there, that past resistance. So HBAR is a very bullish coin here. Even on the monthly, you can see very bullish, right? So I'm happy with my HBAR holdings. Very happy with my holdings for HBAR. Toshi, yeah, we'll take a look at Toshi right now, guys. Toshi is really the big coin here of the day. I woke up today and I was like, wow, my Toshi holdings is up a ton. Right, and as you guys know, if you guys been following me here in the live stream, I've been bullish on Toshi. And we can see, look at that. Wow, we actually hit my Fibonacci target. Like, this is the first time I'm looking at the Toshi chart here. We actually wicked up to my Fibonacci target. Wow. Okay. So look at that. What's up, Eric? Steven? Yeah, check out XLM. Don't worry. How are you doing, Eric? I'm doing great today. Bitcoin started to move up, but the big one here today is Toshi, which had a nice pump up here to my Fibonacci target, right to the wick. And again, I'm looking at this chart for the first time right now. I do have a price prediction for Toshi in my YouTube on the video, but we can see I told you guys that we were in this nice pendant and we broke up to the upside. So most likely what will happen now is we'll probably pull back here for a retest. So if you there'll still be a chance here to buy. Even right now it's not that bad, but Toshi, there's a big chance we could come back here for a retest and then bounce. Right, I would say this level right here. But again, look, Toshi, I still think this coin is gonna keep exploding up here. I think this coin can come up here to that 0053 to even 0075, which is still a lot of room to go up here. So by the way, don't forget to like, guys, whether you're on TikTok or YouTube. We only got a couple likes. Once we get a good amount of likes, I'll do the crypto market update of the day. So I'm very bullish on Toshi. And again, look, we broke out of this, right? I told you, we break out of this, you get here the measured move. Boom. You see that? That's why I think Toshi is going to go big. So bullish on Toshi. Let's take a look at XLM. I haven't really looked at XLM in a bit either, so it'll be kind of unique to see here. I was just chatting in your Telegram chat. Love it there. And that's awesome, man. I'm happy you like the Telegram. It's a free Telegram, so if you guys want to join. But yeah. Is it too late to buy Toshi? To be honest, like I said, I still think Toshi is going to explode even higher, so I don't think it's too late. But again, don't buy and then panic sell if it pulls back like 30% or something, right? Because it's up already. But I still don't think it's too late if you're willing to hold on into, a couple months. Not a couple months, but months going into 2026 at least. So let's take a look at XLM. And we see that this is possibly a bull flag that we're experiencing here, right? We didn't wick exactly to, it's kind of similar to a HBAR, right? Where we had that May top right there. We didn't exact hit it, but that could be right here. That could be the bottom here, the pivot that we need. Just like HBAR is doing something very similar, right? So, this is pretty bullish. This is pretty bullish here for XLM. I just want to see here. Yeah, we can also see right here. We didn't exact come down to that target, right? But we don't always have to be perfect coming down here. You can see that we got a lot of resistance here in the past at 25, 21, and here we're kind of pulling back to it slightly, right? So, I would say XLM is in the same boat as the HBAR. I believe it's in this bull flag. It's pulling back to its May top here from back in May. And now it's getting ready to break out of this bull flag to the upside, right? Actually, look here at the daily as well. You can see we're still in a downtrend technically, right? We haven't broken out of this downtrend, out of this bull flag yet. So maybe you could be patient and kind of wait it out here based on the daily, right? In case we do break this low. Because if we do break this low, we can come here and test the bottom again around 35 cents. But again, I still think that we're, I see more higher targets. I see the probability of us going higher than lower. So there's a big chance that the bottom is in for a lot of these coins. So I am pretty bullish on XLM. It has been a coin that I've been buying slightly. Happy stream. Thank you, Sundown. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for the follows. Can you check out AVAX? Yeah, we already got a bunch of likes here. So let's do the crypto market update of the day. And then we'll check out all your favorite altcoins. I do have a good announcement here I want to make as well. Kind of like a question to you guys. Louis, you killing it. CB, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll check out AVAX. Don't worry. So crypto market update of the day here, as we can see, the top 100 hype. Hype is up 9%. MYX up 28%. Look, the whole market is up pretty good here. Okay, a lot of coins are up pretty big here. Pengu's up 9%. IMX just keeps pumping 7%. AVAX is up 8%. How much is AVAX now? 32. Wow. Who told you guys AVAX is going past 30 bucks? Right? AVAX 32, man. I gotta pull up the clips on my live streams from my past weeks, but I also posted videos about AVAX too, so it's all out there. Sui's up slightly as well. Now I kind of want to see here the top 200. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Toshi here in the top 200. Yeah, right here. So we were actually up like 60%. We actually pulled back, so now it's 50%. But still pretty good for Toshi. So anytime, man, anytime. Yeah. MOG up 10%. I do hold these two coins right here, MOG and Toshi. So this is great to see. And, you know, it's great to see the market reacting this way today. And Bitcoin is still slowly rising up here, about to touch 117, possibly tomorrow. So let's take a look here at AVAX, because this is a coin I've been bullish on. Again, there's a reason why I've been bullish on this coin. You can clearly see right here how it pulls back. We bounce around here, chop, chop in this pendant in the 618, and then we break out of it. So, you know, on the weekly, we're touching that 200 MA, right? So again, you know, don't be surprised. I mean, we can still pump up high. I would say the main target for AVAX is 35. So we can come up here to 35 and then pull back to that 200 MA and make it a support. Okay. This is a price action I can definitely see for AVAX, because we can see how we had it as support here, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then we lost it. So it's that 200 MA, which is that orange moving average right there on the weekly, is important. We just broke it. But I believe no matter how we can, I think the highest we come here is 35, and then we pull back to it around that 30 level around there. So that's my opinion on what can happen here for AVAX. So don't get too excited if AVAX keeps pumping here, because I do believe it'll retrace back down here, right? But again, 35 bucks. I mean, this can happen pretty soon. This is a bullish chart, and we can continue in this continuation here on this pump here for AVAX, man. I mean, this is again, there's going to be a lot of resistance here for a reason too, right? This was one support. There's a lot of support here. Now it's going to test it as resistance, so we're not going to break it right away, in my opinion. But either way, long term, AVAX, in my opinion, super bullish. And again, you guys want to be buying and accumulating coins that look like this, right? Coins are making a comeback, not coins that are still down a ton. Coins like AVAX that are bouncing off critical levels here in the Fibonacci levels and making a comeback here. These are the coins that are showing you all the signs here. And I remember saying this too yesterday for AVAX. I could see like a big inverse head and shoulders, right? We got the head, come here to the 35 mark right there. Maybe, you know, go a little higher. Then we pull back, put in that second shoulder. Okay, I can see something like this play out on the monthly. And it kind of fits with my scenario where I said pulling back to $30, 28, possibly around there somewhere. So I'm bullish on AVAX long term. I guess you missed my question earlier, but I was wondering, what do you think about my portfolio? I have Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, and Ethereum. I also want to know if you think that I need to add XLM and AVAX. Great question. So I mean, I would say that's a pretty safe portfolio. I have all those coins as well. You know, I believe all those coins are going to do well, especially now in the beginning, right? In the beginning stages here of this explosion mode in this bull market. Solana, XRP, and ETH as well. I think those are great coins. I mean, in terms of adding XLM, I would definitely say AVAX, at least AVAX, right? If I had to pick one of the two. So I would probably say AVAX and then XLM. But yeah, I'll probably say AVAX for sure. I think AVAX is going to continue to grow. But great portfolio for sure. Thank you guys over on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you for the likes, guys. Let's check out some coins, some of your favorite coins here. As the market is heating up, again, these are the times to buy. The times to buy is when it's boring, when it's choppy. Thank you for your answer and advice. Anytime, Eric. Anytime, man. All right, so we got ICP. Someone asked for ICP, right? Again, the thing with ICP, I think ICP will definitely run. It's just that it's going to be a late runner, right? It hasn't really moved up yet. So I would say right now, ICP is definitely a good buy. It's just that this could take a little bit to run, right? Don't be surprised if this doesn't start to run here anytime soon. At least till Bitcoin goes back to like 120 or something. But the good thing here is ICP hasn't broken that previous low, right? We didn't break the low here, and we're putting in new lows. That's a good sign. So I would say long term ICP is looking great. I just don't think it's going to break all-time highs, right? Based on the supply and everything. Thank you for the gift. Shout out to Nizzle. Thank you, bro. Where can you see Chainlink running this cycle? Where can I see Chainlink at least to 100, 130 around there. Could it go higher? Sure, but I would stay conservatively. Where's Chainlink at? Yeah, like 100 to 130, right? 134. All right, so 100 to 134, and then there's a slight chance it can go to like 200 and something. But again, that's the less probable scenario. Yeah, again, I see Chainlink going at least to 100, and you know, it's not really too crazy. I mean, it's really a 2x from its previous all-time high of around 54. All right, so it's basically like a 2x from the previous Chainlink all-time high. So again, in the end stages of this bull market, I believe we're gonna have a fast acceleration up here, and that's how you guys are gonna know it's the end, right? We're not gonna slowly work. I don't believe Chainlink is gonna do something like this, like boring, right? Like multiple years, just slowly moving up here. No, I believe we are building that strength in that chop right here, and then towards the end of the bull market, we're gonna have an acceleration, kind of like that. And that's how you're gonna know it's the end. It's kind of like right here, right back before. It's kind of like right here. We had that acceleration, boom, you know, faster than usual. I believe that's kind of what's going to happen with Chainlink. And yeah, good call, bro, Toshi. Nate, thank you, man. Thank you for reminding, remembering. Yeah, I've been telling you guys here how bullish I've been on Toshi for the last months. And wow, what a day, right? Up like 50%. And believe it or not, we actually hit my Fibonacci target to the T. I mean, look at that. Fibonacci does not lie, right? Look at that. It hit my Fibonacci target to the T. We broke out of this pendant. And now we're probably going to pull back and, you know, get a retest here. A retest of the pendant and then move up. Let's zoom in actually here on the weekly. We can see that, you know, at some point, I told you guys too, right? I told you guys, look, we hit the top of the pendant. Most likely we're going to come down here, test this Fibonacci, which also aligns with the bottom of the pendant. And then that was the bottom right there. We bounced off of that and then we broke through it. Okay, we broke through it. So we get a confirmation here that we break through this. We still have 3 days here left, but getting a weekly close above this pendant, which I believe will happen, I think is very bullish for Toshi. Okay. And again, I still think it's early for Toshi. Again, I'm not trying to cause FOMO, right? But I would honestly wait for a retest or pullback here as it's happening. But I see Toshi, based on the measured move, I see it going much higher here, right? So it's still, Toshi is great because it's still not, you know, it's kind of in the middle. It's not a high cap meme coin or a low cap meme coin. It's kind of in the middle. So, yeah. You guys been killing it. If you guys are new, by the way, definitely follow. I do these live streams all the time. Eric says, what if XRP go to $100? Are they able to grow to 1K and later to more? It happened with Bitcoin too. They also had a slow start. Yeah, 100% believe in that, man. XRP is my biggest holding for a reason. It's one of the few coins I probably will hold on to a little bit, most of it, right? Depending on the scenario. I got to see what happens, but yeah, there is a chance. So over time it will go to those targets, right? It's not going to happen instantly, which a lot of people want to believe, but yeah, Ethereum as well, right? Ethereum, it's most likely in the future is going to be 50K or something, right? So again, you want to, if you believe in these projects long term, you want to take profits, of course, but you don't want to be completely out, because who knows what the price is going to be in 2030s, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are young or, a good age. 2030s is like 5 years away. So what price is XRP, Ethereum going to be during that time? Your TA is spot on, is on point. Thank you, Nate. Shout out to Nate. Thank you, bro. Yeah, for sure we can see a pullback in the market. I just think we're gonna continue to move up here. Technical Doge ETF price prediction if get approval. You think a penny is doable for Toshi? Look, my targets for Toshi, yeah, I do think it is doable, right? There is a chance here, right? I would say probably we go top out here around 0.0078, but the 618 brings us to around a penny and a half. So it is possible. It's just that it might take we'd have to see it move earlier on, right? Kind of be up here earlier on. If we're kind of, still slowly up here towards the end of the cycle, then most likely not. But it is possible if we hit the 618. So some of you guys asked for Dogecoin. What did you say Link may go to again? So Chainlink, my Chainlink price prediction. Conservatively, I believe Chainlink for sure gets to at least 100, 105. Okay, based on my Fibonacci levels. At least 105. And then the higher target is like 135. Okay. There's a less probable scenario that if it does go higher, the highest I see it going to this cycle is 230, 239. Okay. But I'm saying that's the less likely scenario, right? The most likely is around 105 to 130, around here somewhere. We'll see how it goes. We'll take it one day at a time. Anytime. When is a good time to take profits? When we hit the Fibonacci targets, also depending where the total market cap is, Bitcoin is, right? Everything is relative to when you want to take profits. That's why I created the 8 signals to sell the top. So let's take a look here at Dogecoin at 28 cents. My second biggest holding here is Doge, and we're at 28 cents. I've been telling you guys, I have so many videos earlier on in the year telling you that this was Dogecoin's year. And, in the beginning of the year, right, for the first half of the year, we did pull back, right? We pulled back here for 2025. And I believe the rest of 2025, we're going to have an amazing Dogecoin rest of the year where I believe it can even break all-time highs. All right, if you didn't know, Dogecoin was, I think, 2013, right, which was a snake year, and it's a snake year now. So, again, like I said, it's positive year for Dogecoin, and I said most likely you're going to see things happen in favor for Dogecoin, like the ETF and everything like that. Grayscale Large Cap Fund just got approved for trading. That's great. That's very bullish. What do you think about Hedera, Virtual, HBAR? HBAR is another great coin. I have this coin in my portfolio as well. I have this coin in my portfolio for I don't think it's one of my top coins, but it's definitely up there along with the XLM in my portfolio. Gav's Dad, shout out to Gav's Dad. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. So look, HBAR, again, this coin, I see this coin going to at least 125. 125 to like 1675 around there. And then the highest I see it going to is like 350 around here somewhere. So I'm very bullish on HBAR. Has a very bullish chart, a very bullish structure. And again, I think this coin is going to, towards the end of the cycle, we're going to see that acceleration. Right, we have boom, retest, retest, and then, you know, we're going to see that acceleration towards the end of the cycle when you want to be taking profits. Cardano's at 91 cents. Hope you've been buying Cardano here. We got a fast retest here for Cardano. All right, we got a fast pullback here. And you see Cardano is just in this really beautiful ascending channel on the weekly and the monthly. You can see we got a resistance, retest, retest, and we're ready to go and put in a new high. All right, so Cardano is it's looking great, honestly. I mean, Cardano's really a no-brainer in my opinion. It's a coin that is still a 3x from its all-time highs. You can see on the weekly as well, bouncing off critical targets like the 50, the 25. So we're starting to move away from it. We're starting to see that momentum shift to the upside. And you can also see right here on the monthly too, right? We bounced off that 618 golden pocket right there. So Cardano soon, it's gonna go here to 112 very, very soon. And again, this is a higher cap coin that's still a 3x from its all-time highs of $3 basically. So it's up there with HBAR and Dogecoin and XLM that has a good bullish structure. Okay. Well, I think altcoin season will start. I think QE, right? When we have full-blown quantitative easing. So I believe we already started quantitative easing, right? But possibly when we have another rate cut. Again, this bull market's more expanded. So a lot of people are getting frustrated with altcoin season not starting, this and that. But altcoins have been moving up. Okay, altcoins are moving up. It's just expanded, so it's kind of slower. It's a more progressive bull market. It's not as accelerated as 2021 was. Draven, I miss you, Lewis. Miss you too, Draven. Thank you, bro. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Just all of you guys on here. Oh, price prediction on Cardano. Okay, my price prediction on Cardano. Again, I have a price prediction videos on all these coins on YouTube. If you want to check it out, like I deep dive into them, 8-minute long videos. So definitely check it out. But Cardano 644 to around like 860 around there, I would say. And then the highest possibly like $15, but most likely around here somewhere. Right. If you've been buying since the bear market, you know we are in a bull market. Yeah, exactly what Gav's dad said. Great way to put it. Great way to put it right there. And shout out to all the OGs that's been here since 2020. That's actually when I started to live stream back in 2022 during the bear market. That's when I started to live stream, but that's when I started accumulating a lot of altcoins during that time. And if you've been buying since then, it's been a bull market. It's been a bull market for sure. Thank you for the gifts, Angela. Appreciate all of you guys coming on here. XDC. Let's check it out. I'll check out Dogecoin. Don't worry, I'll check it out again. XDC is looking pretty similar to HBAR, right? Looking very similar to HBAR and XLM. You can see the May high here, the April May high, where we got a big resistance point right there. We broke through it, and now we pulled back to basically flip it as support. So I believe XDC will make this a support. Will flip this as support where it was once resistance. Okay, so it just might take a little bit longer, right? We might see kind of like a rounding out here, a little slower, but I believe it'll do something kind of like that. So I do believe that it's a good time to buy XDC, not financial advice. I'm pretty sure we're at critical. Yeah, look at that. Look at that too. Wow. So yeah, I mean, I believe XDC is basically at the bottom here, because you can see on the weekly that 21, which is in blue, the 21 MA, the 25 MA, the 50 MA, it's all together like this. When it's all together like this and we're pulling back down to build support. And when you look back here, look what was resistance back here in April and May. The 21, we got rejected at the 21 and the 25, and then we went down. Okay, now we broke through that, and now we're building support on the 21 and 25, and at the same time being that exact point of control level. So I think XDC is a great buy. Okay, I think it's a great buy for sure. And it has a very bullish structure as well. Right, again, a lot of these altcoins, they're all building up in this upwards momentum here to really explode very soon. Okay, thanks for a reminder about your YouTube videos. Anytime, Crypto Cousins. Yeah, I do have a YouTube. We're about to hit 40K, so definitely subscribe for sure. Did you get kicked out of your new spot? What do you mean my new spot? I got banned off of here for like 3 days. And that's the thing too, guys. Follow my backup account. If you're new to me, follow my backup TikTok account. We almost have like 3K on there, just in case anything happens with this. Oh, the penthouse. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm still in the penthouse. It's just I'm using a green screen, so. Yeah. Someone asked for Quant. See how Quant's doing. Quant is pulling back, right? Yeah, I remember telling you guys too about Quant pulling back 200 bucks. So I think Quant is at a good deal here, because I believe it'll probably put in a low here around this level. Because I remember vividly months ago, right, selling. Look, Quant most likely is gonna pull back and put in a higher low over here in the golden pocket, which we already wicked below 100 bucks. So the golden pocket, we have the 25, the 21, all in the golden pocket on the monthly. I believe Quant's pulling back to put in a higher low. Okay. So you can see right here, even on the weekly, we're on the 25 and that 50 right there. So, you know, we can go down lower here to 95. I'd say lowest 92, 93. So I believe Quant is at a good buying position on this pullback. And I believe we'll put in a higher low right there, somewhere around there. So, Lewis, I got AVAX at 17. That's awesome, man. I got a good amount of AVAX around that price too. You know, I've been buying AVAX for a while now. Anytime, T. Toshi, yeah, a lot of you guys asking for Toshi. Again, if you didn't know about Toshi, I've been telling you guys about Toshi for months now. I've been bullish on this coin. I'm happy I got into a position in this coin. I've been telling you guys, like, if you missed out the Coinbase listing, the huge pump, you can still got in here on Toshi. I still think it's early. I still think Toshi was early, and I've been saying this, and we finally broke out of that pendant right there. So we got the confirmation right there. Obviously, we got 3 days left here for the 4 days left for the weekly close, but I believe we're going to close above here somewhere. If we zoom in here on the daily, most likely what happens a lot of times with these pumps, we pull back slowly. So most likely we'll see Toshi pull back here to this zone, which I would not be surprised. So if you see Toshi pull back to this zone, it could be a nice retest if you want to accumulate more, or maybe you missed out. Okay, around this zone, which would be, I mean, from where it went up here, it would be about a 30%, 30% drop, which is pretty normal, okay? Especially for a meme coin. From the body close, it'll be like a 12%, but it's very normal if we have like a slow, you know, right, like a day by day, just boom, 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 pull back to that level right there. Especially since we had 3 rejections right here, right? Boom, 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 right? Head and shoulders play out to the downside. And now, you know, we can definitely pull back here and flip that as support. So I'll watch that for Toshi. Again, you don't want to FOMO in, but that would be a good price point if you missed out on Toshi and you want to buy on the pullback. You're the one who made me buy it, bro. Let's get it. Awesome, man. I'm happy. And again, guys, nothing here is financial advice, right? I'm just sharing you guys what I'm bullish on. And if you guys buy something and it goes up, just like Toshi did, then I'm happy. I'm really happy for you guys. Just don't forget to take profits, right, on the when you think we're at near the top. Toshi got listed on 2 other foreign exchanges this morning. Maybe that's the reason why. That might be a reason why, right? On getting listed on 2 other exchanges. So it might add more liquidity. Can you check out GRT? Got it a few months ago and starting to worry. GRT. Let's check it out. What is that 30% point factor she might go down to again? I think the price, right? You wanted the price. I believe it was so from where Toshi pumped up here, right, from the price point where Toshi went up here, that 32% would be around here. Around like 3078, right? From 3078 to 3008, around there, I would say might be a good price point where Toshi can pull back to. So I think GRT. So you're starting to worry on GRT. You know, I get it. I get it. I understand why you're worrying. You know, you can see here the last months, GRT's just been choppy, super choppy. But on the bright side, we've been holding this level, right? We've been kind of ranging here. You know, we haven't been in this downwards momentum here, putting in new lows. So that's the good thing. And the good thing too is that we're starting to, you know, based on the candle, we're starting to move up here slowly. So if you zoom, this is on the monthly, but you can actually see on the monthly too. We brought down that stochastic to very oversold. So we were extremely overbought here for the graph around 50 cents back in 2024. And now with this massive pullback, we're extremely oversold. And we pulled back here to the low back in 2023. So the good thing is that we didn't break that low and come down here to bear market levels like 5 cents. So that's the positive note. The question is this the bottom? Are we going to start to pivot any day? Let's zoom in here on the weekly. Let's kind of see what it's doing. And I kind of like what it's doing, right? It's kind of this asymmetrical pendant. All right, it's in this asymmetrical pendant, which a lot of coins are right now. A lot of like VeChain and Crow was in one of these before it pumped up. So, you know, we're just getting towards the end here before we make a decision, but We're just tightening up here, tightening up, and then boom, we could see a big move like that happen for GRT. I am more bullish on GRT breaking to the upside, seeing what the market moving up to, right, and seeing how oversold it is on the monthly. So I believe GRT will most likely break to the upside, in my opinion, right, and possibly try to retest that 50 MA around 13 cents to 12 cents around there. So I'll say that that's the next major target. So yeah, I just think right now it's just very boring, just choppy. But again, when these coins are choppy, Crow was doing the same thing, and it started to move big. So LCX, how long do your trades take? What do you mean my trades? LCX, let's take a look at LCX. So LCX did make a nice bounce, get a nice bounce here to the 618. So you can see why we're getting some rejection right there at that level, because that's the 618 level. So I think this is completely normal. I don't think this is bearish at all. We just came back here to the 618. We're probably just going to pull back here to this level and then bounce off, create a low right here somewhere, right? We're going to create a low, a bottom right here to where we had a rejection here back in July, right? Where we pulled back, put in the higher low, break that, pull back, flip that as support. And again, we got rejected right there because this is the 618 level. So this is a big critical level here for LCX. But overall, pretty bullish. I think, you know, this is a coin you want to buy on the pullback for sure. Because I see it. I mean, even if it's slower here, right, we might have like a nice rounding out here. Once you start to see it slowly move up, that's when we can start to see that acceleration, right? And then we might see 20 cents LCX very soon. So I'm liking this chart. I'm liking the fact that we bounce here to the 618. Now we're getting a pullback. It's looking pretty good. Have another buy at 13 cents. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good price. Are you bullish short term? To be honest, yeah, I'm kind of bullish short term here, seeing how the market's reacted today. And I haven't really looked deep into Bitcoin here, so we'll take a look at it. I love the relaxing piano music so much. Oh man, I'm happy you do. I took a lot of time in choosing this music, especially because it's all like non-copyrighted. But I took a long time because there's a lot of non-copyrighted songs out there that are kind of annoying, right? So I picked out the good ones. So wait, the Doge ETF comes out tomorrow? I mean, I would say it's already starting to impact Dogecoin. You can see Dogecoin at 27, 28 cents. I mean, if it's coming out tomorrow, we might skyrocket here to, I mean, the next target for Dogecoin is 40 cents. So you might see a big green candle to 40 cents. And again, I took this opportunity. Dogecoin pulling back from 47, what was it, like 47, 49, back to like 13, 12 cents. I took this opportunity to add more to my Dogecoin holdings. And I'm happy I did. And very soon, right, winter's coming. I'm going to get my Dogecoin miners running again. I turned them off because I don't want to deal with them overheating throughout the summer. But very soon I'm going to turn them on again. And I'm going to be earning some Dogecoin in the miners, with the miners. But again, Dogecoin, very bullish chart. We have bullish divergence right there on the weekly. Clear bullish divergence that I've been showing you guys here. Look, it might play out soon, especially if you guys talking about the Dogecoin ETF. This might, I mean, it's been playing out, right? But it might play out in a big way soon. Getting this bullish divergence right there. Okay. So I'm very bullish. I listen daily to jazz, piano, classical music. Yeah, me too, man. I love it too. I think we should get back to all listening to classical, especially in today's world, but I do like listening to it for sure. What's up, Sir Lewis? Been off for a while, looking for smart plays now. Yeah, man, I've been off for a little bit. I actually got banned here on TikTok for like 3 days, so that's why I've been off too, and other reasons, but yeah, I mine Dogecoin and a little bit of Litecoin. Actually, I have the Dogecoin mini miners. It's been like 2 years since I had them. They're very convenient. And they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I think they're profitable. I think they're at the moment, they're kind of profitable right now. But as you know, I believe Dogecoin will go up higher, so I think it's going to be even more profitable. Yeah, short term it could be 40 cents. We might see a target for Dogecoin short term to medium term, 40 cents. Coming back here to 40 cents. So it might, you know, it might not be too soon until we see 40 cents Doge, guys, honestly. With GPU, no, it's actually a Dogecoin mini miner. One of these live streams I'll show you. I don't have it with me right now. It's just like a little black box that you plug into like a power cable. But yeah, it's definitely not GPU. I believe it will. I believe it can, Andy, for sure. What's your prediction on Ethereum during the upcoming altcoin season? Ethereum. Obviously, Ethereum is going to move big first, right? We're going to go in price discovery for Ethereum first. You're going to set new all-time highs with Dogecoin. Yeah, I do believe. So, you know, my targets for ETH, 7,800 to 9,600. These are my targets. There's a big possibility that this could be the top for ETH, somewhere in this target zone. And then the highest target is around 15K, right? 15K here somewhere, which is also possible. It's just, you know, we would have to see a big explosion in the market if we're going to see 15K this cycle. But again, it's possible, right? It's just how explosive this market is. I love Doge. It's my favorite project so far. Yeah, Dogecoin was actually my first crypto I bought. Yeah, like from 8K to 10K, I would say is a good selling point zone. When do you hit 15K? What are your expectations? When do they hit? Well, for short sell, so the rest of what I have for Ethereum. So, like, I'll give you a scenario on the case that we hit 15K. If you see ETH really taking off here, let's say Ethereum is in the sell zone here, but we're still, you know, we're not getting all the signals that the top is in yet, right? It's kind of like early. ETH is kind of early here in the sell zone. It's still kind of like, you know, maybe Bitcoin's at 140, 150K or 160K or something like that. We're not getting all the signals that the top is in yet. Then there's a big chance that that ETH might go to 15K and top out there, right? But let's say we're slowly moving up here for ETH, just like how we've been here over the last years. We're slowly moving up, and then we hit the sell zone, 8K, 9K, wherever, right? Maybe 10K. And maybe Bitcoin is at 180K, 190K, 200. We see the total market cap high. We see, you know, all these red flags. Then that most likely is the top. So it's all situational, guys. We're gonna take it one day at a time. We got to see the acceleration in this market. We got to see what takes place here, right, at the same time with Bitcoin moving up. But my honest summary, what I believe will happen is I believe Bitcoin is going to move up again big to 140, 150K. And altcoins going to move with Bitcoin. Is just that when Bitcoin starts to pull back, just kind of like it's been choppy recently, that's when we're going to see altcoins really make a big move. Now, I believe that will happen Q4. Praying for everyone's success this cycle. Yeah, shout out to Water Buffalo. Yeah, I'm praying for you guys too. I believe all of you guys can make life-changing money. Really. I mean, it's... this is the opportunity, right? This really is the opportunity, and I pray that you guys make the best of this bull market, man. I really do. I really do. When the Toshi, we already looked at Toshi. I think AVAX and HBARs are definitely good coins to have in your portfolio. I have both of those. In your opinion, yeah, I said it's many times for months now. I think the bull market will go into 2026. I also want to show this chart, guys. So, you know, I'm not saying this is the reason why I believe it's going to 2026. It's just interesting, right? The banner chart, what is it called? And I've been showing this, guys, for like even before 2025, right? The Samuel Benner chart. We can see right here. Yeah, Samuel Benner chart. How accurate this chart's been. Obviously, it hasn't been perfect, but it's kind of crazy, right? 2019 year of panics. But look at this. This is super interesting. Right here in the middle, right? Years of good times, high prices. Here's a key thing. High prices, and the time to sell stocks and values of all kinds. Look at that. 2026. You see that? So... yeah, that's why I believe we'll definitely we'll be bullish going into 2026. I just think 2026 has everything to be that pivotal year, just like 2021 was, where the top could possibly be in. But yeah, just an interesting chart here I want to share. Yeah, the Telegram link should be in the link bio. Just search up Samuel Benner chart. His name was Samuel Benner. Hi, Summer. Thanks for coming to the live stream. And again, I'll show you right here too how accurate it's been. You can see right here, 1999, right? 1999 before the dot-com bubble crash. 2007 before the 2008 crash. So maybe, you know, it has 2026. It's got 2026. And everything like, you know, it's everything in the market is aligning for us to move into 2026 and still be bullish. At least Q1. Okay. So that's why I've been open-minded for 2026 to possibly be still bullish. But you're gonna see a lot of people saying the top will be in this Q4. I'm getting out 2025. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be saying that and possibly doing that. I just think that it's kind of risky for them because they might be selling early. You definitely don't want to be selling early. If they do that, if you know, if people do that, then make sure not to get FOMO back in. You don't want to FOMO back into the market. I'm holding not really a day or a week trader, but I check my portfolio daily to see the growth. Yeah, me too. I think it's pretty fun to see the growth in your portfolio. I always check mine too. Rito, what's up, bro? Why are you disappointed? Let me know. Honestly, I'm probably gonna start to take profits Q4 this year, but not like it depends, right? Depends how explosive we are, really. But probably Q4 this year. The market, man. Why are you disappointed in the market? Again, like I said, it's just an expanded bull market. This bull market is testing your patience. It will explode. It's just expanded. It's more I was hoping for a bigger pump. But that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. This bull market is much more mature. It will pump. It's just that it's much more expanded out, right? We're not going to see that crazy volatility in such a small period of time like the previous bull markets. We're kind of, it's been more choppy. It's been, you know, pull back, right? We keep having these pullbacks, but I still believe we're going to have that, you know, massive explosion here. And again, this is the total one. The total one, it's the leader for the total 2 and total 3. So the total 1, ultimately, this is the total 1, and ultimately the total 2 will look like the total 1. The total 2 will follow the total 1. Right now, the total 2 just broke out, right? It's starting to break out here. So it's starting to break out, and then the total 3 hasn't really broken out yet. Well, kind of. Yesterday it didn't break out, but now it's slowly starting to break out. So they're all following the total 1. Eventually, they're all going to look like the total 1. So the tops last cycle has 11 days. The highest top, that is. Oh, total. Yeah, my bad. Total. I just said total 1 because there's the total 2 and the total 3. And we also see others starting to gain momentum to the upside as well. And here's another thing too. Not a lot of people talk about this, but I do. Right? People don't like to talk about boring charts. But this is a chart you guys need to. If you want to know the best times to sell, right? This is what I have in my course and everything. If you guys are interested, you can check it out in my link bio. But this is USDT dominance. What I believe will happen is USDT dominance, it's going to dump into this zone. When it dumps into this zone, that's the time to sell crypto. Okay? It's just my opinion. But I believe USDT dominance, it's going to dump. It's going to break this massive support level. Once it breaks this massive support level, you're going to see altcoins really fly. And we're going to go into this zone. That's the time to sell. I believe the bottom for USDT might be somewhere around here. Just like it was here last cycle. You see here last cycle. Right, 2021, March 2021, November 2021. You see that? So both the tops, look, the top of the cycle right here, the first top and then the second top of 2021. Right, top, and then it was only an uptrend from there. You see? So now I believe we're going to revisit those same levels right here. We're going to come down here and revisit those same levels. And that's where I believe the top will be in. Around here. So again, these are the charts that no one talks about. That's boring, but I share them with you guys. Where do you see that dominance info? Well, for that one, you can just check out USDT. USDT.D. Right, so you search USDT.D and you will have that. All right. But I just want to thank you guys so much. I'll be live again soon. I don't mind selling early in profit because I reached my goal then to round trip my bags. Yeah, that's great. I mean, make sure to take profits, guys. If you make life change your money, take profits. Don't get greedy. But again, if you take profits and it's a little earlier, right? You also want to don't take too early profits. But if you do take profits earlier, you don't want to FOMO back in. And
subscriber.
And what happens is when you FOMO back in, there's a higher chance you will be holding the bag later on. All right. Thanks for the awesome stream. Anytime, Eric. I'll be live again soon. So just put the notification bell if you guys want to know when I go live. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check out, if you want to know where I trade, check it out in the link bio. You get a big deposit bonus. So check it out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.